Good morning, everybody. Welcome into our space this morning. To start with our karakia, let's jump into our mahi. Tuki nui te tuki, tuki roa, te tuki, Ngāti tēnei, tuki nā runga, ue te mana. Kai ngā tāne, te tāku te kei raro, kei ngā manu I rongi raro tāwhi ki te tuki nei, kapa te tuki kei waiki, ka tapu kā noa, tēnā te tau, te hau tū. Te hau tāwhiri mātea, wāria ki ronga wāre ki raro tāpoto. Tu whakamoa ki a tīna. Tīna. Haumi e hui e tāi ki e. Awesome. To our new whānau, no mai hara mai whakatau mai, just come in and settle, open mind, maybe some water if you need it. Your rākau and a little bit of space. That we just spend an hour, short kore, or just an hour with ourselves with some tools that we have and encourage us to implement as a practice into everyday living. We're utilising them when we need them. Just a really nice kōrero we had the other day about really came out of the time of COVID when there was a lot of different things happening for a lot of different people. And it's just a nice time to withdraw from everything else, to retreat from everything else, to from everything unknown to create from an unknown space. Because we're always in the known spaces, so we always stay where we're familiar, and nothing can sort of really change in our pathway forward. It's a whakatauki, another whakatauki that has come up a couple of times, and many of us will know it, ka mua ka muri. And I think the basic translation, walking backwards into our future. But within that small, within those four kupu, there's a lot of, that's a wānanga on its own. So from our past to our future, if you wanted to call it that, inside that comes a lot of, to trust more in ourselves, to trust the steps that we take to more live from the heart that we always talk about, coming back to living from that space as opposed to the analytical mind, and coming back to the heart and really kind of stepping into that place, into the future of yourself, more from a trusted place. Past to our future, even though it says that it's nothing is separate. Everything is like kind of on a parallel. Nothing kind of is, it's the illusion of separation that gets created a lot around us with our environments, within ourselves, with all the external environment stuff that tells us that a lot of stuff is in separation of itself, but everything is connected. We are all connected, all people are connected, everything is connected. We connect to our environment, our ngāhere, our animals, if we have pets and things like that. So there's this illusion that things are separate, kind of indicates that, that's there and I'm here. That's there, they are there and I'm here. Whereas everything, when we're talking about on an energetic level, everything is connected. There's nothing in separation. And to connect to your present moment, to understand things that have happened in the past, and that sort of helps a guide of what we can create into the future. Not really kind of dragging the past into the future, really just learning from our past experiences and things like that. And our power point or our power place is the present to create into the future of ourselves. So it's really just to, be conscious more about, what we've called it all about before, conscious about how we're thinking, what we're kind of letting into our space and things like that, because sometimes I remember writing this thing about parts of my journey, and it was like on a horse with no reins. You kind of just sat there wherever it went, is kind of what I had to deal with or how I reacted towards, whereas actually it had reins on it. I could actually command its direction, create my journey, create where I was going, all of that sort of stuff. So it's really sort of coming back into the present and getting conscious about those little things, because it's from the present that we create, from the present that we release, from the present that we heal, all of those sort of things. And we are really the drivers of our own chariot. It's just having a bit more awareness about that. It takes a little bit of practice and things like that, because we're so used to it all kind of rolling out like that. But I see a lot of kōrero now coming back that we actually can command our space. We actually, you know, it is a right of ours because, you know, we are part of the divine spark. So when we come back to kamua kamuri, it's learning from the past as to what we create in the future. Between those two kupu is the present, and that's where, you know, I aspire to sit, you know, and like it's all a wānanga, so we all get pulled out in different directions. Like we had that kōrero a little while ago when the accident happened with the van. We all get caught out, but those are the times of learning. Those are the points that sort of stick out, the tohu. Remember that. Be wary of that, you know, just to be aware of things, And it's always from the present that we create into our future and how we see that. Kamua kamuri, ka whakatauki. There's a lot of kōrero around it, a lot of other explanations and things like that, but its basic one is to walk backwards into our future. So you acknowledge your ancestral lines, your ancestors. But as you walk backwards, if you've ever walked backwards, there's always that trusting feeling that your next step is going to meet solid ground. So it's kind of like that, more living from the heart, the trusting that everything will be well. You know, how we create, because it will create into the path ahead. Awesome. That's our kōrero this morning, kamua kamuri. 5-minute kōrero. I hope everyone's found their space. If you've got your heater on or something. Like we always say, if you have your own scriptures, please. Otherwise, we just do simple ones that just help us open up the body. Let's start with our breath to engage the tinana, bring that all together. Akiroto. Iwaho. While we've got fingers together, palms facing up. Hold the wrists out, push the palms away. Akiroto, breath in. Over the top of the upoko, push towards bangi, your ceiling, your roof. Stretch up through the arms, the shoulders, the back, keeping our back straight. Akiroto, our breath out, lower our arms back into that lap. Wairua anō, Akiroto. Up through the back. Get up all in place. Breath moving through. Akiroto. Down. More breath in. Akiroto. The palms away, up over the upoko. Akiroto. Garinga Whānau Akiroai. Kirua. Switching up through the front of the kaki, up through the toka, through the throat. Uru, tua, tahi, wai. Kiraro. Then up over the back of the upoko this time. The other weights. Assist with the stretch. Open the kaki. Part of that expressway between the foot and the tinana. Toru, Iwa, Mahi, Tinana. Still the upoko. You can touch your taringa from your shoulder. Bali. Allow that ball to stretch down through the side if you can feel that onto the top of the shoulder. Toru, Iwa, Tahi, Whakawhiti, coming back onto the other side. Stretch out on the other side of the kaki. Really good, even like not only through the kaki, but also helping all the type that sits through the shoulders. You kind of expand it all down onto the top. Oru, Ua, Tahi, Center, Tiroki Maui. I just pushing the chin over the kaua over the shoulder. Pulling that stretch through the twist. Now we're sort of moving around to the back of the kaki and into the beginning of the tuna, and run down the side of the spine. Toru, ua, tahi, whakawhiti, we're out the side. Our chin over our shoulder, kauai. Get through there. Right, toru, ua, tahi. Let's go back to our center. Breathe in, our kinoto. Right, now leaning forward, walking on out our fingertips. Depending how you're sitting, will affect different areas. I just like the cross-legged position because it pulls into my lower back and all through my hope. Your legs are straight, but feel it more in the hamstring area at the back of the legs. You're seated. Be aware of how far you come down, so it will fit into the lower back. Toru, ua, tahi, center. Kiroto, waho, to the same one. Like to practice this because that second breath just allows us to get in a little bit deeper in any position we're doing. You've done any yoga classes or body balance or anything like that, sometimes they use this. In dance classes, anything that opens the body. Toru, ua, tahi, center. Kiroto, kiwaho, time, kawaki te turi, Maui. Remember our front arm, the further across you draw it across the tinana, deeper that stretch will go. It's going to open up all around so that it can move around the side of the back. Really directly off the side of the spine. Toru, ua, tahi, center, breathe in. Kiwaho, whakawhiti, drop your chin, kauai ki te turi, draw that front arm across the body. Really nice ways to keep our body supple. Our flexibility, energy moving through the body. Toru, ua, tahi, te center, roto. Kiwaho. Kapai over line, mate. Bring our other arm up over the top. The shoulder back so our chest doesn't close. It's funny when you have breaks from things like this, that's when you kind of notice what the mahi actually does. Whatever that is, if you go to the gym or or a runner or anything like that, anything physical, stop it for a little while and you kind of see where the effect it actually has. See is there. Toru, ua, tahi, te center, breathe in, akiwaho. To keep that shoulder back, try and keep the breath in a normal pace, natural flow. Let all the way down the side of the tinana, the spawn all the way to the hopping. Especially as our mornings get colder, us to kind of kickstart the tinana. Toru, ua, tahi, center. With our feet. That's on papa, hands if you need, just to hold our balance and just draw the knees across the front of the tinana. All the way towards papa. Just allow all through that lower back, open the lower back. All through the hope. Time for the tamariki, so come into the space. Goodbye, 2-4, tahi. Ua. Awesome. Back to our center, quadruple position. Arts this morning. Short kōrero Mondays about our hand position. We touched on this last year. Place for us to kind of what draws you or the experiences you have. The palms facing pop up. It's that energy that connects to us. Palms facing each other. The energy is circulating. Palms up. So facing rangi. It's also they assist in the breathing as well. Palms up. Eyes closed. Start to relax the tinana. Nice long bearded breaths. Right from the top of the upoko. Eyes closed. Begin to relax all across the top of the upoko through the scalp and the forehead. Those frowning muscles, those little things that sometimes don't realize they're happening. Down through the karu, the ibu, around the mutu. Relax into the jaw. Another part is sometimes it's tense that we don't realize. Around the taringa, down the kaki, boka. Relax through all of that, outgoing breath onto the top of the shoulders. Relaxing down through the arms, the elbows, forearms. The ringa all the way to the tips of the fingers. Across the forehead. Relaxing across the chest, across the upper back and the shoulder blades. Just drop your shoulders, allow all of that to relax. Relaxing down into the upper puku or the solar plex area. The mid back. Carry on down, just releasing the body, relaxing the tension to the lower puku. Lower back, to the sides of the tinana, down through the ribs. So acknowledge all our internal spaces, all our digestive systems. Things that are always working. Backs down into the hope, to the uri, so the hips and groin along through the top of the waiwai, through the thighs, the back of the legs. To the turi, backs all around your knees. The lower part of the waiwai will feel your calves and your shins. Next down into the ankles, through your heels, through your feet, way through to the tips of your toes. Release and relax. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw. Release and relax. Elongate our breath, longer, slower, and deeper. Feel that calmness settling. Our 3 breaths, haki roto, from the uri, all the way up through our central pro, all the way to the top of the upoko. Just feel the energy circulating at the humotomoto. Release the breath. Haki roto. Nice and slow, draw the breath up through the center of the central pro. Hold at the crown. Feel the energy circulating at the humotomoto. Release the breath. The breath draw through the straight back. The breath straight back. Follow the line of the spine. Drawing the breath up through the center of the tinana. The throat up through the Hinengaro. Sit. Tension. Our moto. Feel its energy and our breath circulating the ground. Release the breath. Our attention to our whātu manoa, our 3 breaths, the center of the upoko, seeing heart, haki roto, my slow deep breath. Feel your breath enter our whātu manoa, our all-seeing heart. No haki roto. Allow our breath to come in. Feel a breeze upon your breath. Enter all seeing heart. Feel your breath sitting at its center. Haki waho. One more breath, haki roto. Feel the breeze upon your breath. Your awareness, your breath entering whātu manoa. Haki waho. Slowly bring our attention down to our pūmanoa, emotional whare, feminine house, the center of the pupu. By 3 deep breaths, haki roto. To our pūmanoa. Feel it enter. The emotional house, haki waho. Haki roto. Draw our breath into the center of the puku. Our pūmanoa. Feel a breeze upon your breath. To circulate the emotional house. Haki waho. Haki roto. Our breath in. Feel anything that's coming up, anything that doesn't serve, just to release on the outgoing breath. Aki waho. And there are 3 breaths simultaneously into the pūmanawa and the whatimanawa. To the heart of our masculine and feminine. Simultaneously our 3 breaths, haki roto. Haki waho. Haki roto. Simultaneously our breath to our whatimanoa and our pūmanoa. Haki waho. Haki roto. Breathe in 2 hearts simultaneously. Your breath fill the space, breathe upon into the hearts. Slow and deep breaths, haki waho. Yeah, attention to our manoa, center of the poho, center of the chest. Haki roto, now 3 breaths to the center of the heart. Haka manoa. Anybody is our entire system that connects these 2 hearts, our masculine and feminine. Haki waho. Haki roto. Breath into the center of the chest and to our balanced heart. Our heart space, the center. Haki waho. Haki roto. Now breathe in, center of the heart, our last breath. Our breath, haki waho, exhale. And our last 3 breaths simultaneously into our 3 hearts that are aligned through our central pole. Emotional heart, our pūmanoa, our all-seeing heart, whatimanoa. Our balanced heart, our manoa space. Haki roto. Simultaneously into 3 hearts. Feel your alignment. Your posture. Feel your breath. The other 3 hearts. Haki waho. Haki roto. Now breathe in. Three hearts. Haki waho. Allow the breath to flow. Exhale. Feel your alignment. Last breath. Haki roto. Simultaneously into our 3 hearts. The alignment with yourself. Haki waho. There's stillness, and calmness, and mana that sits through the three hearts. Now 3 breaths are up through the uri, up through the 3 hearts. Haki roto, yaku manoa, manoa, hatu manoa. Again, touch the moto moto. Slowly release your breath. Whānau, haki roto. You follow the line of the spine of the helps. 3 breaths up to the 3 hearts. Still breath. Last breath. Haki roto. Haki waho. Right, just feel that alignment through your tinana. The 3 hearts aligned. Ngākau manoa that connects both hearts. Slowly coming back to our space, wiggling our toes, our fingers. Open your eyes when you're ready. It's a nice place to settle, our Māori. Holding that place, slowly coming into, rising into our standing position. Looking for our kōti pito. By facing the taira whiti, we should know our stance now, our bone position, flexibility, moving through the emotions, accentuate the movements, dropping in deep if you need to. Haki roto, within. Facing the taira whiti, haki waho, kōti pito, knowledge our centre. Pera mai kia rangi nui, reach with a tinana. Tā maua kia whakatimaruku. To our centre. Tia te Māori, grasp and acknowledge the force that gives us life. Hei o ranga Wairua. Hinengaro. Ranga tinana. Hei o ranga Whānau. Ko te pito. He tū tama tāne. Skinner, te tū tama wahine. Feminine, o te pito, sit with balance centre. O ki whakamuri, ngā tū ki ngā tūpuna, hei o ranga, o Māori, ka heke, o te pito. Te pena ta Māori, ti hei, mea taira whiti, piki te taitonga, ka kina, ka puta, find your fluidity, o te pito. Tū whera mai, kia rangi nui, ka maua kia whakatuanu, o te pito, knowing ourselves in the world of light. Tia te Māori, Wairua, hei o ranga Hinengaro. Tama. Hei o ranga Whānau, o te pito. Tama tāne, te tūtama wahi, o te pito, our balance centre. I whakamuri, ngā tū ki ngā tūpuna, hei o ranga, o Māori, whakaheke, o te pito. Tukuna ta Māori, re ro mai, ti hei, ai tonga, ki tai kauauru, ākina, kākuta, o te pito, ua se. Tera mai kia rangiru, āmau aki a papatuanuku, o te pito. Kia te Māori, ranga Wairua, hei o ranga Hinengaro. Tinana, hei o ranga Whānau, o te pito. Tamatāne, o te tūtama wahine. O te pito, the balance center of our feminine, masculine. O ki whakamuri, na mātuki ngā tūpuna. Hei o ranga, o Ngāuri, whakaheke, o te pito. Clearing our pathways for our generations that are to come. Kena ta Māori, ti hei, uri, te tai tukurau, no whākina, kāputa, o te pito, ka se. Pera mai kia rangiru, ka mawaki a papatuanuku, o te pito, grounding ourselves in the world of light. Kia te Māori, hei o ranga Wairua, hei o ranga Hinengaro, ngā tinana, hei o ranga Whānau, o te pito, maintain your center, your balance. Tamatāne, i tūtama wahine, o te pito, o ki whakamuri, na ngātu ki ngā tūpuna, hei o ranga, o Ngāuri, whakaheke, o te pito. Tuna ta Māori, re ro mai, ti hei. Those are 4 directions. All people, ākina, āputa, eyes closed, arms facing forward. Feel our feet firmly planted on papa. Ourselves grounded in the world of light. Push the shoulders back, bring the chest forward, our core, the upokoa. If you are facing your maunga, standing in your awa, your roto, just feel the energy of papa, wood of light pulsating through your tinana, every cell, rejuvenated with energy, feeling the rising tamanui te rā. The energetic world that we are in that pulsates through our tinana. Feel it rising through your feet, all the way through your body. Wai haki roto, our breath in. Haki waho. Yeah, big Rākau up this morning. What we did on Monday. Just using our big toes, our heels. Just use the big Rākau as a balance mechanism if you need to. Right. Now bringing the between the big toe and the next toe, bring that around the back of the heel of the left foot. Slotting between the big toe and the next toe. Get into our Achilles, drop the foot. And there's a downward pressure, downward pull, as if we're pulling the Achilles towards pop-up. That's between our big toe and our next toe. Just use your Rākau just to hold balance. Pulling the heel towards pop-up. The Achilles. But just a little bit of pressure, just feel where you. It is for you. Oru, ua, tahi. Fix the right foot, just walk that out. Swap your Rākau if you need to. Again, from our left foot, that onto the back of the Achilles. your foot in, the big toe in your next one. Lower the foot, lower the back foot on the papa. The downward pressure, the Achilles and the heel. Down towards papa. Another one of our haibata, just working through our feet. We encourage whānau to have bare feet, walk on papa with bare feet, really helps with re-energizing and rebalancing the body. Toru, ua, kahi, release that foot. You should do those a few times. Just walk that out. Mahi Rākau, arms facing down. Then your stance, Mahi Tinana. Mahi Rākau up and over. If you can touch the lower back, awesome. But yeah, I would just kind of watch the doco called Earthing Out now. And they talk about our connection to Mother Earth, walking in bare feet. Realise so many things through the tinana. Whitu, waru, iwa, go. Apart, bring our rākau up onto the top of the shoulders, Mahi pēnei. We're just isolating through the top. Tinana on our first set. Just be wary of your breathing, your breath. Opening up. Be setting ourselves, aligning ourselves for our day, for our week. Opening, warming the tinana up. Whitu, waru, iwa, te ko. By this time, move it off the ball, doing the whole tinana, all of the foot. That movement start to move all the way to the spine, down into the lower back. Rotating the leg, we start to move the hope, our knees. Begin well. Whitu, waru, iwa, te ko. Mahi Rākau up over the front, horizontal with the tinana, lifting the turi. Just bringing our knees up, hold your Rākau out. Opposite your puku. See if we can touch the turi. Just to the Rākau. This helps open up through the hope, we have turi, our knees, and so engages the lower puku. Whitu, waru, iwa, te ko. Awesome. Yep. Hoitama ki mua. Rākau, they have to sweep through across the tinana, on the side of the tinana. Feel the breeze of its breath. Nice way to clear our space also. To allow that to move through the tinana. Ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te ko. Right. Ki mua, bring our Rākau back to front, now across the tinana. So that top of the Rākau will be sweeping across the back. Nice ways to clear our space. Have energy around the tinana sometimes. Whitu, waru, iwa, te ko. Mahi Rākau, across the poho, arms facing down. Touch the Rākau to the poho. Mahi pēnei. Move it off the foot. Delay yourself. Reach deep out into the sides. This is really good for anyone. Those are quite achievable for a lot of us. Whitu, waru, iwa, te ko, wai ki runga, just push the Rākau up over the shoulder. course, if you need to challenge yourself, then you can lower your stance, your squat, put things into a little bit of speed. Start pushing up over the shoulders. Whitu, waru, iwa, te kau, kapai ki raro, te rākau down towards papa. But moving, rotating through the tinana, be aware of the breath, movement through the body. Whitu, waru, iwa, te kau, right, Rākau, back up, horizontal, Mahi pēnei, to allow that natural rhythm, natural sway, focusing on the hands pushing forward. You're rolling your waka. You'll feel this, you widen your arms also. Also the play work. You'll feel that rotation through the tinana kind of change. We widen our grip. Whitu, waru, iwa, te kau, right, now reach forward with the elbows. I'm trying further over. Might be a more subtle turn in the body. The elbows out to the front of the tinana. Ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Right, Ngā Rākau back to centre. This time palms facing up. Keep pēnei. Just bringing some of our movements back the other way. Drive the Rākau up just to eyesight. Eye level. Our first one. Allow your natural rhythm. Feel the weight shift from leg to leg, side to side. Be aware of our kinesthetic awareness now. Whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Right, now just drive the Rākau. Again, up towards the outside, pushing out over the shoulder. Move it off that foot. Feel your energy pulsating through the tinana, your toto, joints, that feeling, mahana feeling, warmness. Whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Apply for those. Move through the waiwai. Your chance. Drop into your squatted position from corner. This also helps through the alignment of the center of the tinana, digestive system, also through the hope, the internal tracts of the body. Whitu, waru, iwa, good. Right, come back to our stage one. To eye level. Awesome. Ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Right, we come ki mua, bring our Rākau to the front, parallel, right hand at the top, Mahi pēnei. Move around the body, bring in our waiwai, lima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau, Ngā Rākau out to the front. Pēnei, full extension on the Rākau, light on the feet, pull it back to the back shoulder. Step forward, feel a change in your feet, becoming lighter and quicker. Ono, Pitu, Waru, Iwa, Tekau, Joy Rākau in, bringing our Rākau and Waiwai together. So the Waiwai stay the same. Let's bring our Rākau we're working on. Right, awesome. Right, now we come back to the hiki. Start lifting the waiwai. Hiki to waiwai. Tahi rua toru, lift. In the Rākau, the waiwai. Just feel the movement through the body, feel the Rākau move around the tinana. Ono, pitu, maru, iwa, tekau, right? And take out the lifting of the Rākau, of the waiwai. Just feel the speed, how the speed can pick up. See if you get the flow of the Rākau with your waiwai. Kind of creates a kinesthetic awareness also because of our timing of our feet and the Rākau. Right. Ono, pitu, maru, iwa, tekau. Beautiful. Right. Last of all, bring our Rākau back to center, back to our position and drop into the squat. Go forward, back, okay. Awesome. Pushing out through the waiwais once more. Try and work every part of the body. Bring the back straight. We're just going to add to that last one in the next week or so. Ono, pitu, waru, iwa, tekau. Awesome. Ngākau, horizontal with the tinana. Palms down, roll the wrist back, touch the poho. Exhale your breath. Roll forward, inhale. Hiroto. Hiwaho. This is a bit more of a forced breath as opposed to the early ones. Hiroto. Akiroto. Two more. Bring our Rākau to our whakatā. The extension through the arms. The Rākau out, take your half step back. Allow your breath. Come halfway down the Rākau. Or if you feel you're further now, take your hands just to where you feel the stretch coming through. They may draw your Rākau a little bit further. Drop your arms a little bit further down the Rākau. But just allow that stretch through the arms and shoulders and down the back. Down the back of the hope. Back of your waiwai. Rima, Hā, Toru, Tua, Kami. Now push your tinana, push your torso out to the left. You feel that. Run down the left side. Go down the back of your arms. To the left side of the tinana, into the hope and down the back of the left leg. You feel it reaching deeper. Rima, Hā, Toru, Tua, Kami. Back to center. Right, Hana, Tinana. Keep our toes, they push out to the right now. You're like curving your body. The torso out. The rib cage pushing out sideways. Feel that reach deeper in, down the back of the waiwai. Tima, Hā, Toru, Tua, Kari. Right, come back to center. You can drop your ringa further down your rākau. Deeper into those places. Then your breath. Right, Nima, Hā, Toru, Tua, Kari. Up to center. Ngā Rākau. Left palm facing down, right palm facing up, right palm is open. Nice. Wake up on a full morning, have a warm-up session. Eyes closed and just feel the difference in the body, feel the difference in the tinana, and the difference in the energy. Right, eyes closed, just relax. Tuki nui te tuki, tuki roa te tuki, tuki Mahi Tinana, tuki te tuki Ngāri, o we te mana. Kahi ngā tāne ka tākutu kei raro kei ngā mano I runga I raro tāwhiwhi te tuki nei, ka pa te tuki kei a waiki ka noa tēnā te hau, te hau o tū. Te hau o tāwhiwhi mātia, wārea ki runga, wārea ki raro, tā koto, tūru whakamoa ki a tīna, tīna, hau me hui e, tā iki e. Beautiful everybody, ngā mihi ana, kia koutou. Te mahana Wairua. A lot of warmness in our space this morning. Just turn this off, it's quite bright. Just to acknowledge everyone for coming in this morning and just those small mornings that we have. It's nice to start our days. Our that three hearts that we do really because for us we have our pū manawa, our emotional whare in the centre of the puku, our manawa. This one here connects the both hearts, and our whatu manawa. This one is of our masculine nature, our feminine nature. This one here is the balance, so it creates, it connects both. So in visually, I feel myself kind of straightening, or I feel my spine straightening. I feel more of a centered self. Sometimes I can actually feel them sort of sitting out. You know, they may be whatever direction it is, but they can be sitting out a little bit. When I kind of pay attention and like drawing those breaths and drawing them, especially simultaneously, it kind of, for me, it helps pull those all into line. So just an indication of something like about the awareness we talk about that's happening through the body and the balance within ourselves. And you'd be amazed how the body reacts, how the body actually starts to take form starts to follow more the mind, instead of the mind following the body, and it starts to actually reform. And you'll find maybe your stance will be different, your walking will be different because of the state of the mind that we carry. It's a funny thing, but when we kind of have time and just like observe it, and like, oh, and it's taken a little while sometimes, like, oh, that's not happening anymore, or that's not doing that anymore, or just certain things for, you know, it'll be different for all of us. But the three hearts is really about aligning ourselves all through those spaces. Ka kite, see you Friday.